Welcome to the Silent Hill Ascension post show. I am Noah once again, and I am here with the dapper Eduardo. Eduardo, holy moly, what did we just watch?
I know, like the audience was looking for contact, but I don't think they were like looking at Orson biting Astrid's neck. I think they were like going down a different direction. Whatever that may be. Not judging, I understand fully, but so Orson, not the best, and send the mother over to some burning trees over there. Not the best outcome from Astrid.
He's burning. I absolutely love the voice acting on Orson. I really I'm buying it, man. Like, he's creeping me out, and like, as we know, like, really, the moment you saw those children smiling, you knew something is wrong. Children in Silent Hill worlds are not supposed to be smiling. Certainly not like that. And we just hypnotized them. This is what we decided. We all decided that we're going to go with it, with Haugen's hypnotizing him. So... I don't know, that's the one thing that's really missing for me in the childcare approach in this whole, in Hope's Junction and in Stilldalen is, where is the therapy? Where is the therapy? And apparently when you do get a therapist involved, they just hypnotize them, and then, you get assaulted and you go into like some other realms. But let's talk about the other video that premiered today. So it is Krista when she reveals that she wants to remake the Foundation and offers protection to Eric and Faith as a family. But will Eric accept? I don't know.
A couple of things here, Noah. First off, two people got to go to the other world. Absolute fun. Holiday destination, exactly where we want to be. But so as you see, like Krista going there, and we're gonna see the Collector again. I'm looking forward to that. So
I love the Collector. I want whatever he's wearing.
Well, that's a lot of fingers. Now, that said, she also said the name of the thing. She said we should do the Ascension. I'm not sure, however, that it is as protective as it might seem. And I am glad Eric isn't like just falling for it. Like, he's like, I don't know about that one. Jeez.
Yeah. He's like, screw you guys. I'm going home. He's like, this has gone too far. I'm gonna stick to my existing crazy wife. I don't need a new crazy wife. My daughter's already a mess. And I think I understand Eric, like, at this point, I love me some Krista. I love Krista. But she has been kind of shady. Like, I don't understand. Why does she even want Faith? This is a terrible child.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. Like, why is she trying so hard to get what is stabby, knife to meet you, child? Like,
totally knife to meet you, child. Oy vey vey, this is not good. And I don't know why she keeps insisting. I think that Eric hides some tricks under his sleeves. I cannot explain otherwise why she is so, hypnotized.
No, it's just like it's. I guess was she must have been at the Morgie scene, right? Like, she's just like
she was, and that's what I'm saying. I think well, maybe the Collector is not the only one who can handle more than one finger at a time. I don't know, but talking about that, let's sway the conversation into something else. We want to talk about our beloved Fate and Hope system, which is really the basis of what we're doing here. This is what determines what will happen. Eduardo, can you elaborate more eloquently than me?
Of course. So, as the audience loves to see those Morgie scenes, well, so do they love to damn our characters, because those decisions, those endurance scenes, but you did succeed in this one, by the way, with Rachel, I did notice that. And the puzzles that you're doing are what determine our characters' final fates in Silent Hill Ascension's finale, or as we go along, as you saw one character die and one redeemed. One died in Pennsylvania, redemption for our sad old wet man Carl, who at least did not smile, which is good. Now, characters' fates get decided across the length of the season, so you have time, right? But the idea is that a character's hope needs to be high enough for them to survive a crucial story moment. So if you care about the character, it's good to have it high. But then again, if you want the character to die, you could just have the hope low. I know a lot of you were purposely hoping that Eric failed in a few of the endurance scenes in the past. We notice. That's nothing. Honestly, that's the thing, though. The stories are... Because, you know, that's a big thing, is the stories have met, and we're starting to see the parallels between them. We see a lot of the other world showing up. We see a lot of the two matching. We see, as Noah likes to say, something about the grove of trees.
I wrote down the poem, and can I read it for you?
Please, yes.
Okay. Hate forms my branches, fear my roots. I am blooming. To suffer is to thrive in the grove of dead trees and seen.
Exactly. So the thing is, that's in both Norway and Pennsylvania. The children, I mean, they say the truth, but they're also at the end of some pointy things, right? Now, Faith doesn't have quite as good a set of teeth as Orson, so she's using utensils. It's fair enough. It's important to try to, be at equilibrium. Orson, though, he uses his natural talents and bites his mother's neck, which, I'm gonna be honest, not the best move.
No, honestly, no, not at all. And it's also a far reach for him as he's just a little kid. I'm kind of impressed with his vigor. This child, he knows just to lock into what he wants and just, lock in there.
No, Drew in our audience says Orson prefers a teeth-on approach, which beautiful. Excellent stuff.
Oh my God, that actually took me out of commission.
Well, Noah regenerates a little bit here, right? It's this idea of, though, Hagen, we saw Krista handling Faith, in my view, quite poorly. But Hagen is trying, not great, but trying. Hagen
is more a mother than Krista will ever be. But right now, let's talk about the other side of this triangle. Let's look at Eric's character profile just as another example. Thank you, production.
Yes. So here, Noah, this is, all the characters are on this redemption path, but Eric has negative hope. Very important. And now that top decision, with the Morgie and everything, we kind of forget it sometimes, but it was Faith. The audience, you at home, have chosen not quite unanimously, but 2-1 is a lot, that essentially Eric is on Faith's side, and we see it in his relationship with his daughter. Eric, very close to her. A little more dubious about the other women in his life, but at least with Faith, he's on her side, stabby or not. Now, again, that most heated decision, though, was how will Eric respond to Xavier's invitation? You chose to offer himself as the satyr for that damnation little thing over stopping Krista from participating. Very close, less than 0.1% difference. That was definitely, I know, a moment that a lot of you in the audience have enjoyed, have loved seeing, if only because it was such a close damnation win as well. But it was, you didn't get your chance the first time, but you did get it the second time with that Morgie scene. Now, Eric, we're seeing more of his fodder side. We saw his side as a man, and now we're seeing more of his side as a fodder.
Yes, and I do anticipate, I'm putting on my little Nostradamus glasses, and I anticipate that people are going to like Eric more. I'm getting a reading. It's because he's showing he's good for something. He's good maybe at being a father, or maybe, I don't know, but there's something in him, there's a light that sparks when he speaks to his daughter. And honestly, if I could have a word with Eric, I would love to ask him some things. I don't know if that one day, if the gods are hearing me, if that would be possible. But I'm really interested in this relationship Eric has with his daughter. It really is a different side to him.
No, for sure. We saw that he lacked the backbone with Rachel. Rachel's the one who broke up with Eric. Eric's like kind of like, I'm gonna cheat around, I'm gonna like do the morgy, and he's like, yeah, but I kind of don't want to be with you. But he doesn't really say it. Rachel's like the one, look, our relationship's over. Just whatever. Just let's not get into it. Like Rachel's the one who's still deciding. She's like, I started this relationship. I'm gonna for sure end it.
Right.
And then like Krista's on the other side. It's like, how about we do this new thing? And Eric's like, although to be fair, I do understand Eric's hesitation on the Ascension stuff.
I totally understand. Listen, this man is tired. This man lost his best friend. His wife lost an eye that she took out herself. He lost his daughter. His daughter came back. He lost his virginity even. Well, I guess he did before with his first daughter.
I mean, Faith was born, right? Like,
well, maybe it was immaculate. I don't know. Maybe it was the collector. I don't know. Fan fiction. Hear me out. I don't know. But you know, he wasn't as sexy until the Morgie, and then of course we all hated him for it, as we love to do. We love to entice people and then resent them for it. That's one of my favorite pastimes. But yes, Eric is really growing here, and we're seeing more and more and more sides of him. And I feel like Faith, like the only person she likes in this world right now is Eric. But let's talk about the decision that's opening today. Production, can you please pull that up on screen?
So this is very much, Noah, an Escandalo decision, right? It's like, how will Eric respond to Krista's proposition? You know, the new family. So it's a fake decision. He can reject her offer completely and go like, nope, I'm out. He can accept Krista's protection. I'm not exactly sure what and how she's protecting, but he can accept that. Or he can accept her offer to be a family. And if there's a damnation choice that says damnation, that has to be one of them. Like, I mean, like, could you see it like a lovely little house on the prairie with Krista, Eric, Faith, and the hills flow with red blood? That's how I would see it.
For sure. I do not see Krista being able, honestly. But, you know, Krista, we can say a lot of bad things about her, but one thing is that she's persistent and she knows what she wants, and she's kind of loyal, weirdly, you know? She's like backwards loyal. Like, she could have gone out, you know, with this kid. This is a whole mess. Like, if I saw that on a dating app, I would swipe left immediately. What, this divorce in the middle of a divorce with a child, and the child has behavioral problems and recites goth poetry from some really gross and creepy and scary realms. So, you know, Krista is actually kind of heroic for one thing, Eric, and Eric should really count his blessings. He has two beautiful women fighting over him, even though Rachel doesn't really fight over him. As you said, she broke up with him.
No, she's more fighting about how quick to put him in the dump. But anyways, that's the thing though, is you're right. Krista is quite loyal. She's like, look, I know you got the weird kid that wants me to stab my own eye out.
Yeah.
I get it. It's okay. I accept it. Like, I love you for who you are, and we're going to ascend and be a happy little family. Now, what that entitles, you know, not a big question, because like she's scared of monsters, but she's okay with ascending, whatever that means. And again, she said the name of the thing. And when a character says the name of the thing, there's no way that's good. We're in a horror show. No way saying the name of the thing is good.
Don't say the name of the thing, man. Don't say it. It's not good. I don't want to know, but we will know. I do want to know, honestly. But I'm just a bit scared because, you know, so far it's not, the withering has been kind of menacing, and the Ascension sounds like withering times 10,000.
Yeah, no. And I mean, again, it's this idea of the heralds, right? Because those decisions are closing tomorrow. Very briefly before we go too far, right? Tomorrow, the decisions you're going to see close. Who will Rachel accuse of being a secret herald? Right now, Barbara's winning, but Krista's not like behind, but not impossibly behind. 4.2 to 2.6.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, and then how will Britt handle her doppelganger's Fred? Now, again, this is much more on Ask Nils to hide their drugs, and a lot of the audience is on Britt's side. So, you know, I kind of get it. But tomorrow, that's 2 big payoffs. But we're not going to be in tomorrow, but you will be. That's the important part, audience at home.
Right. You better get your butts here and you better make an impact. But we are really nearing the end of the show. So Eduardo, can you recap for us?
Yes. So it'd be my delight here, Noah, because again, what's been important is essentially that we're kind of seeing the parallels between Norway and Pennsylvania. We're seeing the children with pointed stuff, Faith with a knife, Orson with the teeth. We're seeing kind of the mothers having to deal with their child. At least Rachel's decided, she's like chatting with Nora. She's like going like, look, I got some mysteries to solve. I'm not going to deal with my kid right now. She's with daddy. That's fine. Daddy can take care of her. And I think the funniest part is Rachel maybe believes a lot in Faith because she's like, it's fine if Krista...
She has faith in Faith.
Steal Faith, no chance. Like she knows that child. She's like, yeah, Krista's not got a chance here. So, but again on the other side, Astrid and Hagen, that's developed. Astrid now in the other world after that bite. That's something to keep an eye out for sure. Now again, Norway positive hope, Pennsylvania negative hope for our characters. Puzzles are around. If you want to help the characters hope or not, I guess. Go into them. Choose your favorite characters, get those puzzles up, get those hopes up. Now, for our production team, I'm going to ask for the next show graphic. Now, before that goes up, there is a reveal in there. I do want to specify the important piece of news, which is that clocks will change in North America. This is for our international audience. So if you're in North America, you're fine. Don't worry about what I'm going to say. Not important. We're suffering enough with the clock change. But if you are across the rest of the world, usually what happens at this time of the year is that North Americans change their clocks, but not the rest of the world. So for a lot of you at home, if you're watching from, different parts of the world, the time is probably going to shift by an hour. So I would highly recommend on Monday to make sure and pay attention to what 6 p.m. Pacific means in your time zone. It won't be quite the same for a bit, and then obviously you might have your clocks changed. So that's something to keep in mind. Just so you don't miss out on the show, we love to have you. Speaking of the show, our production team's going to put that up on screen. Noah's foreshadowed it because some of you have guessed it, which is great. We love to see it. Come on. I want to see a production. You can do it. Our next show, I'm going to bury the lead. Who cares? Well, you care about the pre-show, but the post-show on Friday, we got Ian Eric Guerra join us. So Noah's going to, I believe it's you, Noah, who's going to have the chance to talk to our beloved voice actor behind Eric's character. We managed to catch him at a good time, before any untimely devices might occur. So the thing is, that's going to definitely be something. So it'll be Noah and Layla on Friday in the pre-show, but Noah will be interviewing Ian Eric Guerra. Noah was with me in the tech test. You don't want to miss it. I can tell you that much. But what is coming to a close, though, is our show.
Is it time already? Well, I suppose it is. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another evening of Silent Hill Ascension. Please tune in tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. A lot of things will unfold. And be back with us on Friday. I would love to see your beautiful, beautiful avatar faces. So please join us then, and wherever you are, we hope rain, shine, or fog, otherworld fog. Have a great night.